And I was like, this shit's fucked up. And it pissed me off. Still pisses me off. So there are very, 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 very smart, evil people doing this shit to other people, influencing their thoughts. That first time I got to see her face. This shit is real. They just didn't know I ask a lot of questions. That I question everything. All of my thoughts. All of the information, I question everything. Even if they get me for a moment, I still question it. I question why I watch something, why this color, why I'm sitting this way, why this moment, why this time. I look for patterns, why, nonstop. I analyze everything like a fucking OCD that I am. And that was the only way I didn't get caught up by them. And it makes me feel bad because most people are not like me. And they're sitting there manipulating people and hurting people, using people. And I know that's part of the way they can influence people to hate me and to think certain things about me that are not true. So these people, like all these people, like it's not their fault. I mean, they should do the work, but in actuality, it's not their fucking fault. So I can't be mad at them. All I can do is avoid them until these people who are doing fuck shit get caught up in their own karma. You know how much karma that is to invade someone's mind, invading their space, breaking boundaries for their own fucking benefit to do evil shit and using people like zombies and puppets and shit? I don't know how you don't call that demonic. It's some creepy ass shit, man. Well, someone can have the ability to do that, but they choose to do fuck shit with it and run around and be bitter and angry about their life and themselves. When they could maybe use it for good or something, I don't know, become a psychiatrist to find out what's wrong with someone. And that way you're getting paid to do that without getting karma, and you're helping someone, saving someone's life. You can fucking be very successful. I don't get why someone would go so negative unless they're demonic. Like, for someone to be like, I don't know my path. Well, if you're good at that, maybe that's your path. But do it in a way where you follow universal laws, and I guarantee you, the universe will make sure you become a millionaire, a billionaire, a fucking world renowned, and I don't understand why people are dark like that unless they're demonic. That shit is crazy. Something's really wrong with some people. I don't get it. Like, when that shit happened, that shit scared the shit out of me. And I was wondering, was that an actual person? Was that an entity? Did someone pay someone to do that? And then at the same time when that happened, like, they were fucking with me. At the same time that happened, that's when it was about 3 or 4 in the morning. Some guy showed up at my door. Well, my dogs kept barking. And I looked out of the view thing, and I couldn't see anybody. It happened several times. My dogs kept barking. And I sat there, and I stood there. And then I saw a guy stand up with a hoodie. And my porch light wasn't on, and I was afraid to turn it on because then they would know I was there, awake. And then that person walked towards the driveway and signaled a big four-door white truck to signal it to leave, and it left. And then the guy came. He leaned against the wall and slid down to the bottom of the door and was tapping real lightly. My dogs would start barking. And I didn't call the cops because I thought maybe it was my son's friend and that he was on drugs, and I didn't want to call the cops to get him arrested. But then I'm like, well, if he doesn't have drugs, then he's going to want to stay at my house, which this person, he had some shit going on in his head. And he was already enlightened. And I had been telling him, you can talk to your guys, and we used to talk all the time. And he went through some shit over a girl. And I guess it ended badly, and he went into a negative space, and he started listening to negative beings. And those beings started telling him that I was the liar, I didn't know what I was talking about, and I was possessed. And to not listen to me. And he was listening to this thing. And he started saying like rude ass comments. He would come by and started being mean to me, insulting me, and then saying that he would crack jokes talking about that I needed to be euthanized. And then he would always like take over the video options and play like music about murder and death. And then I could feel like creepy negative stuff from him. Like actual demonic stuff. And then one time I actually like hugged him and told him I loved him, and like inside me, I felt it vibrating, and I felt this anxiety before, like when someone like has this intense rage and negativity towards me, like I could feel them, like I drank like 50 cups of coffee. And when I was hugging him, I felt the inside of me vibrate. Like something in him like was repulsed by me. And it was like if you like leaned against a big speaker, like the inside of you starts vibrating, you could feel, I felt that. And he wouldn't like look at me eye to eye. He would always look down when I got real close to him. So, and I started seeing visions of what he was thinking. And it was stuff like beating me up and raping me. And that he was doing like weird stuff with my photographs. So I didn't want him in my house, but I didn't want to get him arrested if it was him. And then I was creeped out. And I was like, I'll just wait till like the sun comes up. And if someone's still out there, I'll call the cops. And well, I came back to lay down, and I was like, I'll just turn on YouTube like really low. And for some mysterious reason, YouTube would not work. I just took it as a sign just to leave the TV off. So I did, and just waited. And the sun came up, and that person was gone, but he kept tapping on the bottom of the door. And then it was a couple of weeks later, I went to the side of the house. I hadn't went to the side of the house in a while, and the bedroom, my son's old room, the bedroom, someone had popped open the bars. But the thing is, it wasn't by accident because the bushes had overgrown. Someone had to push the bushes aside and like pull the bars open, and that person had left the bars open. So I don't know if that person was even trying to sneak into my house through that window. But I had already put I was already paranoid and put extra latches in all the windows. Or else he would have came in through the bedroom, that window. And I had more weird stuff all at the same time happen like that. And I was so freaked out, and then I contacted a spiritual advisor and explained the situation, and they said, well, that was a spiritual attack. What that they were trying to do is scare you to death, so your mental and your energy field would be weakened enough so they can send an entity or a demonic attachment. I was like, wow. Or they were waiting for me to open the front door, and they were going to fucking do whatever they were going to do. And at that time, from what I understood, they actually wanted to kidnap me for whatever fucking reason, to either torture me or do murder-suicide with me and my mom, making it seem like I was depressed, and then have me take a lot of drugs. But they, from what I understood, they wanted to torture me for a little bit to teach me for whatever. Like, I was scared. Like, these people are really fucked up. I was so sad and mad at God and the universe for putting me in that situation, and I didn't know what to fucking do. But it fucking took me to a fucking snapping point where I knew I couldn't live like that. Because it would just kill me. It would kill my body, being in that fear, in that state. They would get what they wanted. I would go crazy. And I was like, can you fucking give me something? Please? I need something. I don't know what to do. And I was like, what is going on? I didn't truly understand. I was like, what is going on? And I didn't really believe in the black magic, and I didn't believe like the shit like it was possible. I was like, I have to be going crazy, and I was like, I have no one that believes me. I'm like, what can I do? And then I ended up, they guided me to a reader. That her readings described everything to a T that I was going through. And then they guided me to reader after reader after reader after reader. Then I realized I'm not alone. So it made me feel like it was almost like just the fact I knew I wasn't alone, and someone who wasn't crazy, who actually could pick this up, a psychic, different psychics. So all the readings changed, describing everything to a T, and then giving more details, confirming what I already was suspicious of. And that saved me. I was wigging the fuck out. And then they helped explain a lot of stuff. Because I didn't understand, because I'd never experienced anything like this before, didn't know it existed, didn't know it was possible. And then these readers, they were experiencing the same thing too. That's how they were able to pick up on the energy, because they were experiencing the same thing too. So it really made me feel like I wasn't alone or going fucking insane. Then it made me really understand what a divine feminine is, because I didn't understand what divine feminine, divine masculine. I was like, what the fuck? And it was a certain group of people. Divine feminines and masculines, they don't go attacking and gang stalking people. They're the ones that get gang stalked. And my group, the divines, are actually hermits. Not just a little bit, like really bad. And all of us almost been through the exact same shit. So there's a big distinction from a divine and a non. And I know people that are attention whores claiming to be divine, but they're attention whores. They are not divine. I'm sorry. They're not. They're not. I promise you that. Divines have been so traumatized because of who they are. They are not attention whores, and they don't gang stalk. They might have their brief moments, they get caught up, but it's brief. And they might say and do some stupid shit, just not fucking energy harvesting and curse, they don't know. They might talk shit because they're traumatized and defensive, and I've seen that. But they snap out of it. that I've experienced some fucking crazy ass that you can't fucking explain and you can't say it's a coincidence. And these people were like doing stuff to like what my water pressure regulator. It was brand new, got fixed. The pressure setting was fine. And someone went on the side of my house because it breaks the pressure so high, it fucks up like your on the seals in your sink, your toilet, that thing that does the water. Like the pressure's so high, seals start breaking. And I got a brand new pressure regulator. The setting was set, and all of a sudden, when I was doing my, everything started leaking again. It didn't even dawn on me. That's what since I had a new pressure regulator. And when I was installing a new water heater, when I had soldered everything, and when I turned on the knob thing, it started leaking when I tried to turn it back off. And then my mom was like, check the pressure. Someone fucking turned because the pressure regulator was like, it was all the way low. Someone went and fucking turned that bitch on full blast. And it isn't like one little turn, it's a lot of turns to do it. So someone went out there and fucking turned that bitch full blast. So it would fuck up my toilets, my sinks. And now I was like, what the fuck? And then fucking clogging my plumbing like 3 times in the front of my house, and I almost had to pay for them to redo the piping. Would have been $3,000 to $5,000. Like this kind of shit. These people are not stupid. They have friends of friends that have some knowledge about all kinds of stuff like plumbing, just so they can fuck with you without any proof that someone's fucking with you. And to make sure that you're freaked out, stressed, you're spending a lot of money on shit. Like, these people are evil. And if they could mind fuck someone, they can mind fuck your family members to think crazy shit about you. So you can be isolated and have no one. And then they try to make you depressed. And hate yourself, or think God hates you, make you sad and suicidal, or go crazy accusing people of stuff. And these motherfuckers are evil. This is the stuff they're doing to people. And then wonder why they're getting karma. You gotta be kidding me, yo. How crazy do you have to be to think it's okay to do that to someone? And then be confused about why you're getting karma for doing that, after doing that. And then just think someone's doing black magic on you after doing that to people. You seriously have to be delusional and confused to not realize it's your own fault that you're having negative shit happening in your life after you're doing that to people. Especially if they've never done anything to you. Ever. And then I'm like, what about all these people they've done that to, and they didn't have guides, they weren't gifted, so they don't have the awareness. What the fuck have they done to people? What have they caused people to harm themselves, commit suicide, to be fucking locked up in a psych center, to have lost their home, their job, because they're afraid to go to work, or they're accusing people of stuff, but I'm like, these motherfuckers, man. So then I didn't have to wonder why God sent me and my kind here. After that shit, it was pretty simple to figure out why I'm here. Why God put me in front of those people. Then I realized even more so what me and my kind are. Then they'll guide me. Sometimes like they'd be like, oh, get off of YouTube, and they'll like go to Netflix. They'll be like, watch this. The newest one now it's a Korean movie. Was it called Curse? Curious, you can watch it. It has multiple levels of knowledge or message. And for those who can see, you understand what the message is. There's different layers. And the message goes both ways. And I'm not going to say anything on that one because people will see what they want to see or understand what they want to understand no matter what I say. And I could say something and they take it the wrong way. So for people who are like me, have eyes to see, they'll see both sides. They'll see both sides of the message. The ones who want to see they'll see it a certain way regardless. So I'm not opening my mouth on that one. But for people that are like me, you'll understand. And it'll explain some shit. And that one was very creepy and eye-opening at the same time, since it goes both ways. For those who understand and have eyes to see. And minds to think. Those who don't only see what they want to see. Life is fucking strange. More than you know. More than you could imagine. And my guys, they tell me that even what they tell me, there's way more. Even though, as much as I know and as much as I understand, it's even stranger. Where like my awareness couldn't even, like, wouldn't even accept it. Like, it would even mind fuck me. And I believe in crazy stuff. I've experienced crazy stuff myself. Even my kids too, even though they want to claim they haven't. Motherfuckers. They can do stuff too. But now they're like, oh, they don't remember. Oh, okay.